What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another PvP build. This is my latest Warden build on PCNA. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. It's really powerful and high mobility, lots of damage and very tanky as well. So we'll get straight into it. So I am running the Talk of the Last Alid King in Triune with a weapon damage enchantment. So the Talk reduces your damage taken by 15%. It's going to add 1337 weapon and spell damage, and it's also going to give you 500 recovery on your magicka and stamina. So it's very powerful. If you combine this with the undeath passive we have, which is 15%, you're getting 15% from the Talk of the Last Alid King. We've got minor protection and major protection on this build, so we are very tanky. They don't all stack, but they will all reduce your damage taken overall. So I've got the other bits will just be, you only have to worry about the weight and the traits of the item in question. So the rings, I've got 2 healthy with weapon damage enchantment. I would recommend all Triune if you can. I've got 2 healthy as the next best, but Triune on all the jewellery with all weapon damage enchantments. And then the body pieces, I've just got heavy on the larger pieces and medium. So I've got one light, 1 medium and the rest heavy. Impenetrable on smaller and reinforced on the bigger pieces. Try to tri-stat everything as well if you can. I've got it mostly tri-stat, but I would definitely recommend tri-stat on everything. I'm running a maul with weapon damage enchantment sharpened, so you've got tons of pen. And the back bar is just a ice staff defending and absorb magicka enchant. So again, just bear in mind with the Talk, you don't have to worry about what the type of, where the item, what set it is. You can just put any set on as long as it's the right weight and traits and you've got the right glyphs and enchantments on, then you're good to go. So you can just mix and match. But like I said, just an overview, just tri-stat everything. Reinforced on the larger pieces, impenetrable on the smaller, 1 medium, 1 light and all the rest heavy. And Triune on all the jewellery with weapon damage. And also weapon damage on the weapon. So again, just make sure the weapon is at least golded out, and the jewellery if you can. The armour doesn't matter as much, but will give you a little extra bonuses. Right, so the front bar, we've got Deep Fissure, which is our source of minor and major breach. Hits really hard as well, very powerful. We've got Dizzy Swing to knock them off balance. We've got Blood for Blood is our execute. Normally I run reverse slash or executioner, but I prefer the Blood for Blood because it doesn't cost magicka or stamina, which on this build they are fairly low. So having a skill that doesn't actually use magicka or stamina is actually really nice. And it also deals an absolute ton of damage, and it deals up to 75% more damage based off your missing health. So you're never going to be at full health in combat. You're always going to be taking some sort of damage. And if you do get really low, this is going to hit super hard. And it also applies the hemorrhaging status effects as well. We've got the Blue Betty just for some magicka sustain and our source of major brutality and sorcery. We've got Bird of Prey just for our immobilization from snares for 4 seconds. You've got your major expedition buff, and you're also getting minor berserk for 5% damage done bonus. We've got Northern Storm as our main ultimate, which is going to give you that major protection I mentioned about earlier. And on the back bar we've got Ice Fortress to give us our major resolve and the minor protection. So there's your minor and major protection. We've got Lotus Blossom for your heals on your light and heavy attacks, and also a source of major prophecy and savagery. We've got Race Against Time again for your major expedition. So this is a bit of a waste here, but it's specifically for the minor force. And Resolving Vigor for a heal over time and minor resolve. Polar Wind for your nice burst heal, and it also scales off your max health. Our health is fairly high as well. And we're also running barrier, which is just like a nice shield that will absorb damage, specifically for the support line, just so you're getting the Magicka Aid bonus. You're going to get more recovery by having a support line slotted, because we don't need the temporal guard for minor protection because we're already getting it from the ice fortress. So that's why I've got that slotted there. So have all your passives slotted in your 3 class lines. All your passives in two-handed and destruction staff. I don't actually have the ones on destruction staff yet. All your passives in light, medium and heavy. All your passives in vampire if you can, or just undeath at the bare minimum like me. All your passives in the Psijic line if you can. And also the Undaunted line leveled will give you bigger stat bars as well with the Undaunted metal. Assault and support line. I'm running Nord as well because again it's just going to get you that ultimate gain faster, because the Northern Storm is a bit of an expensive ultimate. It's not super expensive, but it's not really cheap like Dawnbreaker. So this one with Nord you're going to get into that ultimate ready quicker. So I do like Nord because you do get the, when you take damage you gain ultimate, so that's really nice there. And also you get the resistances. And also try and get your medicinal use into 3 points to make your potions last longer. So we've got all 64 points into health. We're running the Bewitched Sugar Skulls. And I've got the Mage Mundus, purely because I haven't got the Undaunted leveled. I think if I had the Undaunted and the extra stat bars, I'd probably put on a recovery one, probably like the Atronach or the Serpent Mundus. And again the Vampire Stage 3. So let's just buff up the back bar. As you can see, we've got 32k resistances, 1800 critical resistance, 43.5k health, and the Magicka and stamina around the 20k mark, which I think is a nice sweet spot. If we pop a potion, the recoveries are around 1500. It's a little bit on the low side, but it's okay. I've been sustaining quite well because of the Blue Betty. But again, if you need to change the food out, you can change the food to smoked bear haunch if you prefer that. And the offensive bar. The weapon damage is around the 6k mark with the weapon damage enchantment procced. Spell criticals at 25%. And the critical damage can't actually bar swap at the moment, is at 24%, so it would be around 75% critical damage. And the penetration is around, you've got 8k flat, and then with the minor and major breach you'll be around about 16k 17k pen, so that's really nice there. But I said what makes this build so good is that you're going to be very tanky yet still delivering a lot of damage. That's what's key here. I said you've got the minor protection, the major protection, you're getting the 15% damage reduction from the Talk and the 15% damage reduction from the Vampire. And stay tuned guys, I've got the build in action with a couple of clips of a BG match, done really well. And drop this video a like guys, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Enjoy the clips. Any comments or anything you need to know about the build, drop it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. And I will see you in the next video.